today.
Hello, John. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, and thanks for seeing me today.
How should I address you?
Just please call me Kevin. Yeah, I'm here today because I had a bicycle accident on Sunday morning, and I was wondering if you could check me out. I've hurt my shoulder and my wrist, and I'm just a bit concerned about it.
Okay, Kevin, this is the first time that we've met, I believe.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 53 years old. I'm in pretty good health. I'm about 83, 85 kilograms. Probably could lose a bit of weight. My cholesterol's at lower than average levels by far.
And what about your blood pressure? Is somebody checking that regularly?
Yes, again, fine. If not on the low side, yeah. If anything, I tend to be on the low side of blood pressure and that type of thing.
And you're not on any medications at the moment?
No, nothing.
Are you allergic to anything?
No. Never been allergic to anything. I bicycle regularly about 100 to 150 kilometers a week.
Have you ever smoked?
No.
What about alcohol?
Not too much. I tend not to drink that much at all.
When you do drink, what do you prefer to drink?
Recently, I've been just having New Zealand whites, actually.
Yes. And how many glasses a night would you have?
In a week, 3 to 4. I mean, but that's like 2 on a Friday night and Sunday afternoon. That kind of drinking. It's pretty light, really.
Okay.
I'm conscious of drinking and smoking.
Any history in your family in terms of your mother and father with diabetes or heart attacks?
No, nothing like that. No, yeah, my mother was a heavy smoker. She was a very strong woman, but she smoked a lot. My father also had a bit of heart problems. He ended up having a pacemaker for 30 years of his life. I'm 53 years old. He got a pacemaker at 54, so I'm very conscious of again, staying in shape because of my father's experience. He had that for 30 years.
But it was never that he had a heart attack? Or
No, it was just simply the heart started. He lived till 84, 85 years old, so perhaps I should tell you one part of my life story. I was in West Africa for several years. Probably the biggest health crisis of my life is living in West Africa for a long time. Having a lot of stomach problems, problems with giardia, malaria, and actually amoebic dysentery. Those infections brought my weight down to about 60 kilograms, so just terrible, if you will, diarrhea constantly.
Yeah, and I imagine that you would have required medical treatment for your various conditions as well. Did you spend any time in hospital?
So we used to go to the local embassy and get treated by embassy medical staff. At the time, we were getting 500 milligrams of the anti-malaria medicine chloroquine, and then we had various antivirals and shots, but pretty minimal medical care, to be honest. Yeah. But since then, I've been fine, actually. I've been here in Australia about 20 years and was originally born and raised in the States.
I see. Can you tell me more about the accident?
Yes. Just recently, I went over the top of a friend I was bicycling with, went over the top of him and ended up just smashing myself on the asphalt. And it hurt my shoulder. Yeah, it's terrible. To be honest, he wasn't paying attention. We had just stopped and they were just getting going again. It was Sunday morning. He slammed on his brakes and then I went over the top of him and then into the traffic. And luckily, I pushed both of us out of the way before a car came roaring past. And
wow, that sounds like quite a large accident. Everybody managed to walk away from it okay?
Yeah, we were laughing about it, you know.
You didn't need to call the ambulance or go to hospital for anything at the time?
No, we didn't even think about it. It was, again, we were laughing about it and went to the coffee shop. It was only, as I came home and after the coming home and resting for a while, I realized I was in more pain than normal, if you will.
How long before the pain started to come on?
Right after having coffee, to be honest. I think the adrenaline went down and just coming home and finally kind of reflecting on the whole thing. After the accident, as you know,